Hello, Joe here from Scarff Ford. Today we're going to talk about this awesome 2023 Polestar 2 dual motor performance. The dual motor means it has dual electric motors, one in the front, one in the back, making it all-wheel drive, also making it really quick. Having dual motors is like having two engines. So the regular dual motor Polestar makes about 400 horsepower. The performance version, which this one is, makes 470 horsepower, a lot of power. And with electric motors, you have that power instantaneously. As soon as you hit the throttle, you have instantaneous power and torque. Unlike a gas engine, which needs to rev to its power band or downshift into a lower gear, you don't have that. Driving a performance EV is unlike driving any performance gas car. It's a different experience and it's exhilarating. It's like having your own personal roller coaster. So with 470 horsepower, this thing's really quick. Also really efficient. Obviously with electricity versus gas, you're going to save money. But EVs, they require far less maintenance than gas cars. Maybe you would be comparing this to a high-performance gas car that has a complex engine with turbocharging or supercharging that needs complex maintenance, expensive maintenance at a dealership. Or an EV, it needs very little maintenance. The biggest maintenance item on this thing is probably going to be tires. And if you don't behave yourself, it can go through tires pretty quickly with 470 electric horsepower. But aside from that, there's no big 30, 60, 90K services, no timing changer belts, no oil changes, no spark plugs, no complex emission control systems, no catalytic converters for people to steal. Far less maintenance on EVs. And that's not, people don't always realize that they're not, with an EV, they're not just going to save money on gas versus electricity, but they're also going to save money on maintenance. Also, with the performance package, the performance model of the Polestar 2, you get Brembo brakes, you have adjustable Ohlins dampers, and you have a more aggressive wheel and tire package. So definitely one sharp ride. So the Polestar 2, its closest competitor would be the Tesla Model Y. So you'd compare this, obviously this is a performance version, so you'd compare this to a Tesla Model Y Performance. It has a liftback. It has a little bit more of like a sedan profile versus the Model Y, which is clearly a crossover SUV. But it does have a liftback, making it much more functional and practical, which we'll show you shortly. It has a nice, comfortable interior. These seats are very supportive. I like the contrasting colors of the seat belts with the performance model. Nice, high-grade materials. Very well done interior. I like these a lot. I'm a fan of EVs. I have a Tesla myself, but I'm also very impressed by Polestars. Maybe if I wasn't going to get a Tesla, I'd look very closely at these Polestars. They're great bargains on the pre-owned market. Right now we have two at the time of making this video. So if you're shopping for a Polestar, we have a regular dual motor and we have this performance version. This one only has 9,868 miles. Really cool gauge cluster, puts the map right up there on the screen. Obviously it's configurable, you can pick and choose what information shows up there. Nice thick rimmed contoured steering wheel, feels really nice in your hands. Great infotainment system powered by Google. You have these nice Google Maps. Obviously there's other apps and functionality that you can add as well. Fantastic parking cameras as well. You have this regular parking camera, but you hit this 360 button, then you have a 360 degree composite view around you. Great for low speed maneuvering. And sometimes visibility can be kind of tough. So this is a big aid to your situational awareness. Really, really nice. I love the color combination on this one. You'll get looks and compliments wherever you go. It's a really nice looking vehicle. So Polestar is kind of like a spin-off of Volvo. So a lot of the design influences that we see in the Polestar are inspired by Volvo, but Polestar is a standalone brand. Polestar kind of used to be the performance division of, or the performance version of Volvos, but now it's gone fully electric, and generally electric vehicles are also performance vehicles. Since we don't have an engine up here, we have a front giving you more cargo space. Nice spacious interior. This is a compact crossover, but don't let the compact classification fool you. Lots of interior space, even in the back seats. We also have those contrasting colors of the seat belts in the back as well. And we can see here, normally it has a sedan profile, but it has a liftback, which is much more functional and practical. You can remove this cargo area cover. You can fold down those rear seats. There's also a cargo pass-through for even more cargo space. It's actually a lot right now, but even more when you fold down those seats. And there is a charger. So we have adapters. So this is for a 240 outlet, kind of like you'd have on a dryer. And then this is an adapter for a 110 outlet, so you can interchange these. So generally you'll probably get maybe about 3-4 miles of range per hour off a 110 outlet. For people who don't drive a lot, that might be fine. But if you do drive a lot, you're going to want to get you know, one of these installed at your house. Basically, the electrician can do it, or some people get splitters or find ways to attach it to their dryer outlet. But having an electrician install one outside or where you charge your car, that would be optimum, and it's not too expensive, and then you'll get a full charge overnight. This will add probably about 20 to 30 miles of range per hour. A little bit extra storage under there. You can put the charging cable in there as well. Now obviously it's a power rear liftgate. Really nice profile. If you're thinking about getting an EV and you have not considered a Polestar, I encourage you to take one out for a spin. I think you'll be very impressed. A lot of people who've I've seen discover and drive these Polestars for the first time, they're really surprised and really impressed by them. And if you're thinking about an EV, obviously Tesla's kind of like the king of EVs, but not everyone wants a Tesla. Not everyone's crazy about Elon. So if you want an EV, but you want something that's cool and different, the Polestar is definitely one to check out. The thing about Teslas is that they're very popular. You know, there's millions of them on the road. When I bought my Tesla 2 years ago, I kind of felt a little bit special, but now they're all over the place. I don't feel special. It's just like driving a Toyota Camry. I love it, don't get me wrong, but when you go to the, you know, the mall parking lot, they're all over the place, where when you have one of these, they're not, you know, out and about as much as Tesla, so you kind of feel a bit unique, you feel a little bit more special in the Polestar 2. Thanks for watching this video. Hope to see you soon, and have a wonderful day.